Okay, back for more Hissho One City Challenge. Let's do this thing. So, what do we got going on here? Let's just kind of take stock of things very quickly. So, over here, yep. We've got our new hero, our technologist. Alright, so this is our first pirate layer over there. And we talked about needing to send Ha, okay.
Maybe that will help you. Maybe it won't.
We declare war on you. Okay. It's weird. Sometimes I actually feel like, yeah, it just says we declare war on you, but it didn't actually declare war on us. It was a trick. Okay, so this was our level 3 system, so now we can finally, we finished our thing there, our quest, so we can just evacuate this. Here we're not allowed to evacuate yet, right? We're at just 24%. Sorry for the sirens outside there. Alright. And then these guys. Merge together here. And we've got at least 700. Do we have exactly 700? No, 900 available. That's pretty good. Okay. So we're at 97 right now, about to fight a ground battle there. Let's also talk about what we can be building. Ooh, we've got another Behemoth on our hands. So we've got the 2 science ones that are set up already. And we've got more kites and storks here. So what we probably want to do with 2 more heroes, we've got 2 more seeker heroes that can pop into existence. We should probably deploy both of them right now. And then as far as the K goes, we have no research either. Okay. So yeah, we just got this one, which means our fealty centers are all now 2 FIDs per person. And we can build the Behemoth C3 center. Although we don't have enough right now titanium for it, which is good to know. Our military behemoths cost some amount of titanium. Well, let's see. It wouldn't be a terrible idea to get one more military and then one more mining, or another mining then another military. I think we're gonna build the military one first, if I'm honest. And then I would like to get the Juggernaut technology, although that's not super easy for us to get. Yeah, it's still kind of a tough one. Because it's 16,500 for our 4,000 a turn. So it's a little bit of a stretch. We should get our new exploration modules though. And then we can either get the climatology we can either get the climatology behemoth technology, which is not something we'll actually use, it's just kind of for sitting there. Although if you stack up enough of not those but these guys, there is definitely a way of utilizing these bonuses to, you know, really help things out if you're just going after one of the arms of the tech tree, right? Like you can reduce technology costs by a ton, 15% per behemoth with 5 of these modules on it. But in any case, so let's get one more here in this quadrant for now. It's going to probably be gravitron research just to get another science building. I don't think we need vacuum protection. I do like these adamantine repair bots. I do like those adamantine repair bots. So no, let's just go with the science one for now. I don't think we're going to be doing the repair bots yet. Okay. And as far as stuff to build, regrettably the trade clearinghouse is not valuable for us. So what we should be doing here is building our military behemoth, which we can kind of build like this. That's 13,000 power if we do it like that. And since titanium is limited right now, we can actually just replace one of those things. Okay. Yeah, and then we can just do tons of missiles in this big behemoth for now. We could also do ship squadrons, but I'm not a huge fan of those, to be honest. I'm just, you know, they're, I don't know, I've just never been that successful focusing in on them. And then the question, do we want to keep this T repair bots, or do we just want to give our behemoth extra move speed? I think I'm going to go with the extra move speed, especially now since we have the, first of all, we're in a titanium crunch, and second of all, we have the repair and reload card. So that will probably be better for us. And then we have to take over some additional area before it makes sense to build a third miner, but that will almost certainly be our next one. Okay. And then our kestrels, we decided those are the ones that have the fleet, yeah, the flotilla shield. Okay. And the storks. Sorry, I'm just getting refreshed with this a little bit. The Storks have the beam here. Yeah, I think we'll put this off. Alright, so they just have 11 movement and the beam. Got it. Okay. Well, in this case, I'm going to take those troops, split them off. We're going to give this to our senior seeker, Torvoth. And we're going to give this one to our junior seeker, Medine. So, alright, it looks like that's reasonably well designed. We can just give a very simple upgrade there to his shields. And then for Modine, just double checking here, that's 2 ram scoops, yes. You have to match the number of ram scoops across the whole fleet. Otherwise, shit doesn't work. And we could try this morale bonuses one. Yeah, we can do the morale bonuses. And then we'll give him physical damage. A couple of those. Looks good. Okay. So then with 15 movement, I worry that we're about to lose some of our mines here to this stupid fleet. We need to also just like start loading up fleets in every quadrant. Okay. So we're gonna come down here. I'm gonna keep that guy there just for a turn or so. Sorry, just getting right into this. I feel like I'm going a little bit on the slow side, but it's not the end of the world. I'm gonna send Torvoth through to there. And then for Medina, we really want to have a bunch, let's say 1 Kestrel, 1 more Hawk, 2 more Kites, and 9 more Storks. Now we should be kicking it there. All right. Other things, since we achieved. Oh yeah. We read this one already. No, we didn't. Yes, we did. We did. Yes, we have to send a level 10 governor to Gonos, our level 10 hero. I think that means sending Tsuyu there is going to be our ideal example. We also have 97k right now, which we can decide what to do with, but I think that the obvious thing for us here is to actually take another fealty foundation on our main place using 25 and then try to get some of that back right now. So for example, we're going to get some of it back by fighting these pirates. And look at that, 14 back from that ground battle. Smart of us to spend the K first. That was 100 Hyperium. So we feel pretty clever about that. And then for the military guys, let's see how we want to do this. So these storks are actually the ones with all of the manpower on them. Alright, so here's what we're going to actually do. We're going to take one kite and send that one kite over here to be our guard point for Cetus. Then we're going to take everything here except for our hero. Send the hero off to Gonos. Yeah, he's got his own probes, right? Yes, he's got 3 probes on his own ship. So that's easy peasy. We'll just go ahead and do it. All right. Chiark was apparently a place of special communion with the endless and the lost. It was not a lodestone, a place of worship, but rather a place where the galaxy's greatest sentiences tested and teased each other in riddles of space and time. Oh. Okay. The organization of the Academy is not as simple as it appears from the outside, generally accused of being a religious city-state existing only to worship the lost. In fact, the Academy is dedicated more to science and archaeology in the hopes of discovering a way to atone for the sins of the endless. There is indeed an ancient site attributed to the lost that is carefully preserved beneath the center of the vast Academy complex, and it is also true that there are daily moments of remembrance and meditation. However, in the place of scriptures or rituals, there are textbooks and worksheets, as the academicians are in fact attempting to uncover all of the information they can about the lost from the site. It is therefore a living excavation undergoing constant study, and the respect for its original builders is not greater than the scientific desire to understand, decrypt its history and mechanisms. Your presence on Chiark has grown and attracted too much attention. Oh. Plus 20% armor damage and minus 20% armor manpower cost on Empire. That's interesting. Okay. Where is that? Over here? Alright, well, we'll take a peek over there and go get my ship. Or ships, I guess. Next turn. These are the healthy storks. These guys are 5,000. So we're actually going to send... Well, I guess we're going to send nobody there. Because 11 moves? Yeah, 11 moves is enough to get there in one turn. So we should just have everybody sit tight for this turn. And then you're sitting tight for this turn as we make a bunch of new ships. Alright. Nice and boring. just like we like it. Throw a few of those guys out. All right. And then next we have over here. So I want, let's see, how many? I think, oh, 9, whatever. Oh, some amount of these guys to merge in with Torvoth. I can get 2 more in here, or split off 1 hawk. Oh my gosh, the bug on the cursor was annoying me there. All right, I'm gonna take 1 kite and 1 hawk. There we go. I think we're finally doing it. Pulling those together. I'm gonna expand this out slightly so that it's a bit bigger. Those are our 2 peregrines, so we're gonna connect these guys together. Finally did it. Hooray for us. And now we have no troops on their ground, and we can just kind of blitz them with 1,300 armor, which is turned into a decisive victory for us. And do we want to subdue? That's a reasonable question. Do we want to subdue or do we want to move on? I don't hate the idea of subduing because we don't have an economic behemoth there right at the moment. So yeah, let's subdue and get an economic behemoth over there. A lot has happened this turn, hasn't it? All right, so we're going to subdue and take a little bit of a few different things, top up our K to 100%, and then we're going to just kill it again in a turn or 2. All right. And as far as our economic behemoth, yeah, we're kind of sending this dude to the wrong place, aren't we? Because we should be sending this one. We should be moving our behemoths east, not west. All right. We're gonna have to do this little duper then. Smoking gun part 1. Reduce cheat costs versus... Okay. I'm not really worried about this. Not particularly interested. We were the first to invade 7 systems. Hooray for us. So we got that giant annihilator beam. Should we ever be overabundant with adamantine and antimatter. You know, maybe our fleets don't seem to be the problem right now. Maybe this is a sign that we should be building an econ behemoth, if that's what we need to do. Yeah, that's probably correct. Yeah. If we're not losing battles and I need another economic behemoth, we're gonna build one. All right. So now that we've finally sorted all of that shit out, let us end the turn. So we have new curiosities unlocked. We have more stuff on Sing. I guess we'll just keep infiltrating the scanners. I guess. Alright, more from our boy here. Who can get us what? All of his are fleet things, so we should probably just go back and start getting the ones that will benefit the fleet. Like the bonus damage and that kind of stuff. Because we may be moving him out of governance position at some point. Okay. So we scared off our Empire
Maybe
duper
that will help you.
before he
Maybe that will help you.
before he could stop any of our mining. We've got our new economic ship here. Which can mine on Sikagoja. And then make its way up here. This brood ship. Well, I guess bring it to home base. I guess it already is in the territory. Bring it to the home base and destroy it. And then Kestrel and Hawk, but we've actually lost. Look at that, we've got all these new anomalies there. Alright, so we should just grab another Peregrine. Along with other stuff. And then yeah, see, we let a fucking Empire ship sneak through there and lost all these mines. We have to get much tighter on our defense. Much, much tighter. Alright. So can I make it there in one turn? I can. So we can start out by having our boy head over here. Attack this Empire ship. There's pirates there too? Oh. We're attacking the Empire ship. Which retreated into my base. What a pain. Alright. And then you will attack the pirates, since they don't seem like they want to be bothered. And then we're going to move our military behemoth down here. Alright. As well as both of these guys. And then we're going to need our second economic behemoth over here just to replant all these probes, because we're going to have 9 of them that need replanting. Actually, you probably don't want to come down here instead. All right, and then merge these guys together. Okay, and we will invade once again. Fortunately, it's going to take us 2 turns to invade, but we can deploy so many troops. We just let that go. Okay. So then one of the next things we should be looking at is improving our behemoth count, just like this. And then I want to build one more type of ship. We'll just call it a Sentinel. And this is going to be a very generic. I think we're going to build it on the Claw class background, and so this is meant to just be kind of like a not spending any extra resources just to hold the base sort of structure, or hold the base kind of unit. So we'll get it with some decent materials, and then we just wanted to have like 3 missiles so that it can blow some stuff up, and then just be a totally basic design here. And these little sentinels are the troops that we're going to be putting throughout the galaxy on tons of different, like every slot should have multiple sentinels. Oh, nice. And we also have this ability to terraform to Arctic now, which we will do to get an extra troop. So, hooray for that. For now, we're going to start putting hawks around things, because every single node needs to have a permanent troop protecting it. Oh yeah, and we've got our scan. Okay, what do we got? We'll just keep... Oh, they're even killing our little sleepers, huh? That's... I repeat, I find this thing dumb. That every 10 turns I have to do these random things, and it doesn't seem to be getting anywhere. If you know how to get more out of this hacking thing than I do, so I'm trying the sleeper thing for the first time. I've used it successfully to just like do the insurrection before, which I think has been the most useful thing in my experience thus far, but I was trying something different here. It all seems pretty boring. All right. Anything else that we should be doing? Can we just invade again here? How many? We have 1.5 thousand. Yeah, we can just invade again. Blitz in. Ugh, only a minor victory. Okay. So we still have some growing to do there, let's put it that way. And these guys, it actually wouldn't kill them since they're 0 manpower right now. Just go over here and start soaking in some manpower. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and there's a fleet there. 1,400 versus our 2,000. You know what? Let's fight it with the real fleet. Just to make sure. Oh, he retreated up towards me. Okay. Okay, a lot of moving troops around. Not the most exciting turn, but so it goes. And we probably want to use some of our K there to boost that guy's power. Hello? Oh. Yes, I'm aware that they retreated. Oh, and we're out of research. Alright, so at the beginning of this next turn, we're going to order our fleets to execute their moves. Right away, I think we got there. Yes, we just want to get our guy up here before... Okay, that guy's really slow. So it didn't end up mattering. But we wanted to do it anyway. 'Twas the right thing to do. Alright, now let's see what we got going on. We finished our Gravitron research. It wants us to think about Citadel extensions, ultra tough materials, dimensional folding. 40, yeah, that's probably what we should be doing. 40% on science. It's not a bad idea. And we should have just unlocked rare luxuries. And so we're going to want a few things here. Impactless sites is actually a really good idea for us. We have a good amount of heroes, remarkably. This is not something I usually have at this stage. But getting a couple more won't hurt. And then we do want crust engineering and gamma absorption to start getting those later game, the late game resources in our pockets. So now with all of that, how soon are we to being able? Oh, still so long before we can start killing those things off. Okay. Other science things that I'm interested in are n-dimensional topologies, which increases warp speed. So yeah, I think I want that before n-dimensional folding, actually. And then the curiosity power to 4. And then I also like climate engineering, which gets us more people. So there's some decent technologies to be looking into. Now, let's get to our battle plan. So at Aoshi, oh, because we took away our storks and our kites. So we're at lower deployment capacity than before. So that's kind of a bummer. But we managed to win. Huzzah. And now we raise the thing. Okay. that. We've got our storks and that kind of stuff. We'll put the science building up at the top of the queue, as well as terraforming. Do we turn it into steps or into snow first? I think we'll just turn it to steps because that gets us more population faster. And then we'll take that peregrine out to go 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we gossamer on 2 of the planets. Neat, I guess. And then, yeah, we've got this guy now has a pretty solid fleet with 1.3 inside of it, and we can probably just push this way. So you'll have our military behemoth plus our... Oh, actually, no, you know what? I'm going to push this way and go to war on the Empire because we've got 2 econ behemoths on this side, and so it actually just makes sense for us to push harder in this direction. Yep, so that's what I'm going to do. And we're going for... Yeah, we're going to go for Chang. All right. And then the other invasion that we were doing, we are decisively victorious. Got a ton of resources. And there's a curiosity here. Oh, is the pirate layer? Yes, ground battle remains. All right, and now I need to send this guy with his fleet of 6,000 power over here. He can really zoom around. Okay, and this peregrine can go and grab these couple of curiosities. Do I have... Oh, there's actually a couple of them. So let's make a couple more peregrines. Just to make sure, now that we have all these new curiosities open to us. Yeah, it looks like there's some over here. I'm seeing a few different pings. Whoever shaped this world into its present form is lost to the sands of time. It's clear they possessed a mastery of time and space and games. The whole world is in fact the galaxy's most complex game, and players can spend their whole lifetimes attempting to master its intricacies. Shrouded in thick mists from the outside, players who enter the game find themselves in something akin to a vast living simulation and must rely on their wits and knowledge to progress. What purpose the game serves is unknown, and whether anybody has ever won is arguable, but what is certain is that the world attracts the galaxy's best minds. Okay. Tiny colonized Terran, huh? Well, you know what that means to me. It says, get me an economic behemoth over here. Alright. But for now, I think we've handled all of this stuff. We'll get ourselves over there next turn. We can move this hawk down here to get closer to the edge of our empire. Cool. And we can even, after we repair our stealth, we may even be able to upgrade some of our guys next turn. Alright, let's move forward. Pretty happy staying with scientists for now. I think that they're doing us a solid. No, I don't want to skip the election. Need to breed. 30% food. Not so critical for us. Okay. No. Staying at war is going to be expensive in terms of the industry spent. Okay. So let's take these 2 peregrines out of this fleet, because we're going to use them for their own stuff. Let's move our various troops into position. See, we've got some cravers over here trying to come in on us, and we are not cool with that. All right. Yes. We understand that you're not happy with me. And that his purpose is to kill. Alright, so now we have to just sit here while we power up 2 more mines. And then we have the very fun job now of distributing our sentinels, which we're going to do in pairs right now, actually. So let's just try to get 2 sentinels. Oh my gosh. 2 sentinels to every spot that we need guarding. So we have a couple over here, but I think one of those is actually a peregrine. So this will put some guys on our hood there. Yeah, like this caravel is just hanging out there doing nothing, being an embarrassment. Ran away. We don't know where to. But those little stupid heads, like this thing, I don't know what this thing's doing, but it's possible that it can kill our entire set of 4 mines next turn, which is just such a pain. Alright. But now let's head over here. By whom is this colonized? The Viacheris Empire. Well, you know what? I wanted to get my fleet healed and upgraded. I have no idea what's going to happen, but since I have the opportunity to do so, I'm going to take that opportunity. Dust Ruins and Hyperium Intensifier module. Okay. Wasn't the... Send a fleet of... Oh, that's 15,000. Is that manpower? That is manpower. 1,500 manpower. Okay, so I actually have to... wait a few turns. Okay, well that sucks that I misread that. 1,500 manpower, not attacking strength. Alright. Well... Ho-hum. Where do I have a fleet that already has 1,500 manpower that I could sneak over there? That kite has almost nothing. Probably the storks here, right? Yeah. That is where my manpower is. So we're going to move our military behemoth up here. And I guess we're going to take some of these storks and yeah, and send them to Micra, where I'm going to just be able to go grab them with the hero. I'm pretty sure that will be the plan. We got our Quatronix deposit. That's nice. These are the sentinels that are moving out. Take the peregrine over there as well. Alrighty. Are we finally ready to move ahead? Yes, but it should be the end of this video, and I'll probably go right into another one. This is where it's getting to be the slightly tedious phase of spending all our time moving ships around, but so it goes.